Welcome to our channel, $1 Million Made Easy. This is a channel where we build spreadsheets to help you know your numbers. And a while back, I had a thought experiment I wanted to work with. What if I could have invested all my Social Security taxes over the years in the S&P 500 instead? Where might I be today? Now, I know these numbers are not realistic because obviously, if I would have been investing, I probably would have been touching some of that money as the years went on. Whereas in Social Security, you can't take out any loans on your Social Security. So this is just kind of a thought experiment to see where I might be. The one thing I will mention, though, the Social Security that you do get is based on your high 35 years. Well, I got a situation where I started working when I was 13 years old. That was in 1966. And I didn't fully retire until last year, which was 2024. So what I decided to do is go ahead and plug in those numbers using the returns from 1966. Of course, my numbers are just going to be my numbers. If I would have been able to invest the Social Security tax with a matching employer, this is what I would have been added. Looks like 1960. I got all this from my Social Security website. And it looks like 1968 I didn't make anything, but these are the kind of numbers I was able to add monthly. And you can see there wasn't a whole lot there. But over a long period of time, and again, we're talking about a long period. In fact, if you go from 1966 to 2024, that would have been right there 59 years. 59 years. And of course, the Social Security only pays you for the high 35. So I would have been better off, obviously. This is what I would have ended up with. Again, this is rough approximation, but this is the money that I actually put in from the Social Security website. If I would have invested it in the S&P 500, never touched it. That's the key right there. Never touch it. I would have $4,915,000 right now when I went to retire at age 72. I was born in 1952. I just thought that was kind of interesting. How much would that have kicked off monthly? Quite a bit more than what I'm getting, but I'm not complaining because Social Security is there for me and I absolutely love it. But I just had a thought experiment. How much would I have had if I would have been able to invest that myself? Again, I'm thankful for Social Security, but that's one of the things we do in this channel, just set up spreadsheets and run numbers for people. This was just something I thought, I'm just going to run the numbers to see. Now, I did actually run it for every single year. I updated it to see. Obviously, my years are different than somebody else's might be, and they might not have worked for 59 years. But if you did that, and you say you have 50 years, over a 50-year period, worst case scenario, you'd have $1 million in your nest egg. The median would be 1.617. Again, using these amounts, but changing the returns. Like 1925 numbers would be right here. And if you just work for 50 years, say from age 15 to 65, this is what you would have. Worst case scenario, the median, and the best case scenario. Now, I was out working basically 60 years, and because of the way it worked out, I actually would have 4.9 million. But if we had the worst case scenario with the 60-year period, I would still have 3.135 million in the worst case scenario. But I was just really curious what the numbers might work out to be, and I understand that's never going to really happen. But I was just really curious because I had so many years that I worked. 59 years from age 13 to age 72. But that's what we do in this channel. We set up spreadsheets. This is kind of different. This one, usually I run numbers for people. But please consider subscribing to this channel. Please let people know about this channel. And please like the video. And thanks so much for watching.